You're listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The call-in number is 708-798 9434.
Okay, welcome back to Two B's and a Pod cast. It is hot outside.
It is hot outside. It's very hot.
They said that a few days ago that it was the last day of summer. They lied to us. They definitely lied to us. It's like 70, 80 degrees outside. I'm in an essentials hoodie, and I'm very, very hot.
He's cooked.
But welcome. It's so good to be back. I am really excited to get started with our radio show today. And really, let's just get into it. So, for our first topic, hoco. Homecoming recap. Okay, so really just to kind of start out. Now, my last homecoming, it was sophomore year, mind you. I'm a transfer at HF, so I didn't come here for my freshman year for homecoming. Sophomore year, it was kind of a rush. Now, I didn't really have the outfit that I wanted, right? Mm-hmm. But I thank my dad for helping me out with, I guess, a makeup outfit. But for my junior year, white button-up, black tie,
Cook.
dress pants, dress shoes.
Steve Lacy.
Right?
Right.
Haircut. Looking clean. So, but I would say our homecoming recap, well, our homecoming for our junior year, it was, for the most part, it was kind of, I wouldn't say a downgrade, but it wasn't as
exciting.
Yeah.
It
wasn't as exciting. Last year, it was the time of my life. I'm not gonna lie. For my top 5 HF moments, that's up there. My sophomore homecoming.
Yeah.
Mosh pits were going crazy. Music was blasting. There were snacks. There were drinks. And it also took place in the South Gym, so it was very accessible. But for just this year, it seemed like something was off. Even though everything went according to plan and I had everything that I needed, it just seemed like it wasn't as exhilarating as it should have been. What I will say is this, though. I would say the mosh pits this year made up for it.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't in those, but we'll get to that.
See, you weren't in those because you were...
We'll get to that. Go ahead.
But since we were in the North Gym this time, the mosh pits were more larger because we were in a larger gym. So it was moving. It was like a move. Have you ever experienced a moving mosh pit,
yes.
ladies and gentlemen?
I mean, we had a moving mosh pit last year.
No, we didn't. It was like a standing. It was a mosh pit in one place, right?
Oh, okay. Well, let me think. And
it wasn't that big.
Okay, well, that's fair. Because I mean, it did kind of stay around half court last year. I'm not gonna lie.
And really, like, just for our junior mosh pit, it was sort of like people were falling, people were pushing each other. It was roughhousing, and I wouldn't really imagine that for a proper homecoming. But what I will say is this: it did bring more of a, like, just an actively energetic vibe out of people.
Cool.
We had better music. I would say that we had better music.
We definitely had better music.
I danced way more than I did last year. I'm not gonna lie. I danced way more than I did last year. And I feel like this homecoming was special to me. I wouldn't say it was better than last year, but I would say that it was still special to me because I knew a whole lot more people. I was very familiar with the crowd setting, and I just had an amazing time. I don't know about you, Bryce. We haven't got to you yet.
We'll get to me.
But for me, I had an amazing time. I was taking pictures. I was just living in the moment, man. Like, even though, like, it was sweaty, it smelled like French fries and, a New York deli. It was a special time. It was amazing, man, for me.
How do you know what a New York deli smelled like?
Look, I can assume what a New York deli smells like.
But like you don't know though.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Cool. I don't know.
Yeah, you
But-
don't.
But do you know what a regular deli smells like?
Yeah.
That's probably what a New York deli smells like.
No, New York deli probably smells worse.
How do you know that? You just called me out on
Nah,
making
like I
assumptions.
know, but I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're guessing. I'm guessing too.
But you're guessing.
Do you really?
Wrong.
Let's be honest. Do you really think a New York deli smells good?
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Right, but you compared it to a regular deli after you compared it to a New York.
No,
deli.
I didn't.
You were like, "Do you know what a regular deli smells like?" And I was like, "Yeah."
A regular deli doesn't. It's not gonna smell like lavender scented candles. It's gonna smell like ham, cheese, salami, pastrami, provolone,
Pastrami.
all the sorts. That's what the mosh pit smelled like, right?
Right.
It
I
was
understand.
extremely sweaty. Oh my gosh.
That's one of the reasons why I wasn't in there.
See, that's because you didn't want to get down and dirty. But look, me, I was doing my thing. I
Right.
ain't gonna lie. I was doing my thing. If you seen my Instagram story, I was doing my thing.
We saw.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the people that saw.
But are you ready to explain your?
Yeah. You know, hoco was fun. You know, we went to a friend's party before. A little before party, had some food and listened to some music. And we took a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
For those who didn't see the pictures, Bryce, BryceChrstn on Instagram.
Are you
Like it
really
up.
tagging your
Yes,
Instagram?
I sure am. Matter of fact, we have an Instagram now. 2Bs in a podcast _. 2BS, no pun intended, in a podcast _.
It's all lowercase.
It's all. Well,
It's all lowercase.
That's not really how usernames work, Bryce.
What do you mean?
Like all the usernames on Instagram are all lowercase.
For real?
Yes,
You serious?
100%.
That's how Instagram works?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Also, spell out too. So it's TWOBs in a podcast _ on Instagram. Follow us. Do all that. We'll be posting clips, maybe something like that.
We will be posting major clips, man. We will be posting audio clips because for some reason, I don't know if this radio show records.
It does.
It does?
We have recordings right here.
We have recordings?
Yeah, these are our recordings. They need to review it.
That's amazing. All right, bet. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be having audio clips. We'll also be having schedules, time schedules, announcements, special announcements, guests. You can find all of our information on this Instagram. We are going to take this to the next level, right?
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, for me, like, yeah, just homecoming, it was amazing. And like I said before, my goal, and like I said on the last episode, my goal was not to be the best dressed. It wasn't to, be the dude in the corner that's, not really doing anything and just watching and observing. My goal was to have fun. And based off of my video clips and based off of my personal
I
experience,
think he had fun.
that's exactly what I did. It was a 10 out of 10, man. Actually, matter of fact, this junior homecoming was the best homecoming I ever had.
Because you've only been to 2.
Look. You could still,
No, I agree. I'm not disagreeing.
hands down, man.
But like,
Hands down.
I feel like you can't rank homecomings when you've only been to 2.
I can't.
Of course, one's gonna be better than the other.
If there's more than one option, then I can.
there's more than 2 options,
I can
then you
rank
can
it.
rank
If there's more than one option, I can rank it.
Whatever you say, Bryce.
Great job, HF. Oh my gosh.
They cook.
Let's clap it up for HF. Great job.
That's why we need a soundboard. We need an applause.
What?
So we can click a button and it does like how I did on my podcast.
We could create our own soundboard.
Okay, but we need to be able to press something. Like
I'm
maybe-
talking about
we
without
can
the
probably do
buttons.
Instant replay.
Mm.
Yeah, we could talk to Ski.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, instant replay is just replaying whatever you have. So he has ads on there.
Yeah.
That we could just do soundboard. Anywho, back to my experience at Hoco.
Pink suit. Mention that. Pink suit.
I didn't have a pink suit. I did not have
He-
a pink suit.
he-
I had a pink shirt with a black suit.
See, the
Pink
thing about
Panther.
Bryce is he's going to be unique.
I will.
That's the thing about Bryce. He's going to be unique. He's going to go against the grain. He's going to defy
The odds.
the odds, man.
That's what I'm trying to do right now with Scorpion. don't worry about it. Yeah, but
Oh my
I hope
gosh.
Grace is listening right now.
He just did what I never thought he would do.
Hey,
Oh
back to
man.
Hoko.
Oh
Back to
man.
Hoko.
Oh
Back to
man.
Hoko. Back to Hoko. So basically, yeah, Hoko was fun, man. We we yeah, we went to a friend's house for the before party. Then we went to Hoko. You know, me and my date, we were matching and stuff in the hot pink. I had black and pink. She had all pink. Yeah, we went to Hoko. We took pictures. We took a lot of pictures. We took pictures of the Voyager.
Yes.
Voyager issue comes out Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. Make sure to pick it up. We're both in it.
Go
We did
check
pound for
out the
pound.
Voyager, man. We are working overtime to make sure that we get the quality results, man. High quality.
Well.
What do you mean, well?
No, I mean like it's going to be high quality, yeah, but like right now we struggling.
We're struggling.
Heavy. We shouldn't talk about that.
We shouldn't.
We shouldn't tell them what's not done.
Long story short,
We got work to do, but
stuff
it's gonna be
happens.
done.
You
It's
know,
gonna be done.
stuff happens, and you know you don't really get the results that you want first time, and but obviously it's all about constant improvement and progression. But with the Voyager, we're experiencing some setbacks. You know, I feel like it's important for, you know, me and Bryce, who are both, you know, exclusive members of the Voyager newspaper, to really tell you guys that it's not going in our favor right now. We're experiencing a lot of internet issues. Our internet actually shut down today while we were.
Well,
in,
I mean that was planned though.
yeah. But it shouldn't. We should have internet 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
Our internet shut down during our production.
Oh, it
night.
didn't shut down. They turned it off because they had to turn it off to fix it because they were having internet problems school wide. It's been slow
That's messed up,
in
man.
general. Yeah, I know.
But
And, I mean, we're only like 7 weeks in too, so that's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. But at least I mean, I understand why we were mad because we were doing stuff, but like at the same time, the majority of people are in downtime right now. So I mean, this doesn't disturb 99.
what do you mean by downtime?
Like they're not doing stuff at HF.
Hmm.
So I mean, obviously internet's back up now.
Yeah.
They're on the radio, but they shut it off at 5,
Mhm.
and we had to leave at 5, and we still had stuff to do. But it's okay.
Yeah.
But back to Hoko. We gotta stay on the topic.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we had fun. You know, Date's feet were tired. So we were sitting down a lot more than I would have liked, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I accommodate.
My feet were hurting too. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, she was wearing heels,
Yeah.
and she didn't bring a change of shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. It really does.
No, I know, but like, bring a change.
I mean, bro, can you really like? Do you really want her to bring like? Let's just say she bring a pair of J's to homecoming, right?
No. I'm saying like I could have put it in the car,
Mm-hmm.
and then when we left, we could have gotten that from the car.
Right. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Exactly.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I mean, does she want to carry around shoes the whole time if she's gonna be wearing the comfortable shoes during the dance? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, at that point, it was useful, but at the same time useless because it would be useful for like after the dance, but it would be useless because during the dance,
Yeah.
you're still wearing heels.
Yeah.
So,
But I feel like just overall, this homecoming was sort of like an up and down event.
yeah.
It was a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
I feel like the ups for me was having my stuff ready,
Right.
having preparation, getting all my stuff planned, having my little suit going on. The downs were the fact that people were getting hurt in the mosh pits. People were throwing stuff. I forgot to mention that. People were throwing stuff.
See, I wasn't in there.
People were throwing so they had like these little sunglasses, right? That they sold. I think like they light up. So it was sort of like Skechers sunglasses, right?
You could call it that. I mean, they were really cool though.
Yeah, they were.
So don't take that the wrong way. They were really cool.
Yeah. But once like people start like dropping the sunglasses and stuff, it start getting stomped on. People start picking pieces up and like throwing it to the air. People start getting hit in the eye, mind
In
you.
the eye, yo?
Yes,
No, I know how the sunglasses work because it's like one arm of the sunglass
Yeah.
hit in the eye. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like they start getting hit in the head, stuff getting in their hair. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? We have to be more mature, man.
Yeah,
Why
we
are we
got a lot,
throwing stuff at people are throwing water bottles. Water bottles, bro.
That's not new.
It shouldn't be like it
I know
shouldn't be something in the
happened,
first
but, like,
place.
it's not new though. That was happening last year too. Come on.
Like, what are we doing?
I know.
Can we not have enough fun?
They weren't locked in.
They weren't. Oh my gosh. Oh my
That's
gosh.
ridiculous.
Oh
Yeah, it's not good.
my goodness.
So, yeah. So basically, Hoco could had this ups and downs like he was saying, but I had fun because it was just a fun night. And then like after that, we went to a smooth little hangout at a friend's house, enjoyed our time.
Shout out Isaac Griggs, man.
Shout out Isaac Griggs.
Oh my gosh. Shout out Isaac.
Great house parties.
Great host.
Great host.
Great human being, even though I've known him for like
What, a few weeks?
yeah, it's a few weeks.
Like, no, you've known it for like
Maybe
8
like a
weeks.
month.
No. You've known it for over a month. Because remember how we had the party?
Yeah.
So you knew him. That was after the first week of school.
Mhm.
So you've known him for what, like 7 weeks, 7
Yeah.
weeks.
Shout out Isaac Griggs, man. He's just a great human being. I just wanted to say that real fast.
He is. He's truly a great human
He
being.
actually celebrated his birthday
Happy birthday, Isaac.
a few days ago. Happy birthday, man.
It was the day after Hoco.
That's actually tough, bro.
That is tough.
Having
No,
your birthday
I was
after
telling
Hoco
him-
is
I
tough.
was telling him he could do a back-to-back post, bro.
Mm.
He could have done his Hoco post on the night of Hoco. But like literally like an hour later, he could have been like, "I'm back." Hit him with the
gosh.
birthday fit.
Mm.
But I mean, at the same, no, I mean, it would have had to been multiple hours later. 'Cause he's not gonna put on a birthday fit for an Instagram post and then go to sleep. Like,
Right.
nah, you gotta do it like at an afternoon.
You gotta do it back to back, bro.
Yeah. No, but it's still been back-to-back days. That's the purpose.
But yeah.
Yeah, just to wrap it up, very fun. HF definitely nailed it. In terms of, actually, like activities at Hoco, Hoco Court, shout out Wednesday West and Faith Jones for winning Hoco Court. They both
Woohoo.
won.
Yep.
I hope I didn't say that wrong. I'm pretty sure it was those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was those two, right?
I think yeah.
Because
I think it was-
I know for sure Faith won.
I think it was for
no,
junior-
Wednesday did win because I talked to her about it. Yeah.
I think it was for like junior class, right?
Yeah,
then-
juniors was Faith and
Senior class was
Wednesday West.
Wednesday West, and then didn't Bryce win?
Well, no, because that's second place.
Yeah. Okay.
But but it's okay. So yeah, that was very fun. But now it is time
For our music.
for promos.
Ooh,
Actually,
promos.
So we're gonna get on with that, and we'll be back in a moment. And we're back. You are listening to WHFH 88.5 FM Flossmoor. The call-in number is 708-798-9434. It is Thursday evening, Thursday, September 26th. Me and my buddy Bryce here, hosting 2 Bs in a pod.
Cast. Yep.
So yeah, we kind of winged that last song. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we definitely did.
But like the first 2 were planned. Don't worry about it. But we're gonna go on to our next topic here.
This is very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Okay.
Very emotional about this one.
Yeah, I almost cried, man.
Hey man, real men shed a tear today.
Yeah. Chicago Bulls legend, the youngest MVP ever, has just retired. Derrick Rose. Oh man, this is tough. Like I would never imagine Derrick retiring. I would never. His story for me remains one of the biggest what ifs of all time.
That's the biggest.
Yeah, that definitely has to be the biggest what if.
Who are you gonna put over him, Brandon Roy?
No, I wouldn't.
Who?
I would probably say Len Bias.
I understand. Rest in peace, Len Bias. But like, I understand. But like, bro, do you understand how big D Rose was before his injury?
That's what I'm saying.
He won
Like,
MVP.
Yeah. How old was he? Like 20?
22.
22. Man, that's young.
Right. Bro, that's
That
Anthony
is
Edwards like right
young.
now.
Oh my gosh, that is so young.
And
Okay.
he won it over Braun. Don't forget that. He won it over Braun in 2011, bro. He won it over Braun
Yeah. So
and Wade.
today, me and Bryce, we received some very bad news about.
I mean, the whole world did.
Yeah, the whole world. Derrick Rose is just, he's one of the great point guards.
Of all time.
Yeah.
But like, he's never gonna get respected for it because he was only. It was short lived.
Unfortunately, a career I would say ending, not career altering injury.
We'll say altering because he still dropped 50.
Yeah, he still dropped 50 with
He
the
was still in the
Timberwolves.
league for like what, 10 more years after that?
Yeah. A
Something like
career altering injury. Basically, it kind of hindered Rose's career to the point where he wasn't really able to reach the same, I guess, peak that he once was at. And it prevented him from winning his first NBA ring that I feel like he should have definitely won. I feel like if he never got injured during, it was the Sixers, right?
I think so. I think it was against the Sixers, and it was in the fourth quarter when he didn't need to be playing.
I think it was like 1 minute and like 10 seconds, right?
I don't know how long it was, but I know that it was.
He shouldn't have definitely been in. We know that for sure.
Right, it was a blowout, and he did not need to be in the game.
Yeah. So.
And it was Tom Thibodeau, and he's gonna get hated for it.
Yeah.
For the rest of his
I
life.
already seen the comments. They're basically sending death threats to
That's
Mr. Thibodeau. I think it's ridiculous
We do not need
because
to be doing that.
at the end of the day, he's still a human being.
Amen.
He's a coach who just made in my eyes, bad decision
For sure.
that I guess injured his player. But we should not blame the coach for that. We shouldn't blame anybody for that, not even Derrick. But before
Because it was non-contact too. That's the worst part.
yeah, it was just an ACL.
Like it's not like it was the one where like Clay tore his ACL and it was like Danny Green who was like.
It was a hop step, right?
Derrick Rose was a hop step.
Yeah.
Off of Clay's, it was like.
It was like a botched dunk.
It was a dunk attempt. And
Ooh, I seen the instant replay on that. Oh my gosh.
Oh, on Clay's.
Yeah,
his leg
bad.
it was semi gruesome. It wasn't as bad as Gordon Hayward's though, but that's a different story.
But before we end this little topic about Rose, I want to read off his accomplishments and just how much of a great player he is.
Cook.
NBA Most Valuable Player for 2011, NBA All-Star Selection 2010, 2011, 2012, 2011 All-NBA First Team, NBA Rookie of the Year for 2009, NBA All-Rookie First Team for 2009, Skills Challenge Champion for 2009, Conference Rookie of the Month for November, December, and March, and Conference Player of the Month, April 2010, March 2011. 16 seasons and an amazing career. Thank you, Derrick Rose.
And with that, we'll be back in a moment. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Okay,
WHFH,
Yep.
88.5 FM.
third out of our 4 topics of today. Social anxiety.
Social anxiety. Some I don't have.
Something I tend to have in some situations. See, to really kind of break it down, I grew up in a very social household. My parents were very social. My mom, she's currently the manager at her local Xfinity Comcast. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out Miss Barnett.
My dad is doing his thing, man.
Mr. Barnett cooking right now.
Podcasting, rapping, just all of the sorts, working a great job with the foster care community. And it takes a lot of socialization. It takes a lot of talking. It takes a lot of communicating. And I feel like that's something that my parents instilled in me since I was very young. For some reason, though, sometimes I find it hard to be very social in a lot of situations. And I talked to my dad about this a few weeks back. And I said, Dad, I'm having trouble with small talk. We just had a whole conversation about how to really put yourself out there and to get yourself out of the comfort zone and to really experience new situations with strangers. And the reason why I bring this topic up is because I want to ask you, Bryce, how do you become social? How do you really develop that social just breakthrough where you could talk to anybody, anywhere, and have that confidence, man?
So for me personally, you started with roots, so of course I'm going to start with roots. My roots come from a very sociable dad and a very sociable. She's in the middle. My mom's in the middle. She can be social. She can be like an extrovert, and she can be an introvert depending on who she's around. But my dad is a big talker.
Yeah.
And that's where I get all my talking from.
Yes.
That's why I have all these talking. Like one of my friends, Layla Dyer. Shout out Layla Dyer. She's also on the Voyager. Pick up the Voyager, October 3rd. I'm gonna keep promoting.
We're gonna keep reminding you, man.
Yes, pick up the Voyager. But For those who don't know, Voyager is a school newspaper, and it releases almost every month. But back to the main, that's the main thing. Um, yeah. So my friend Layla, she was like, "What makes you think that people want to hear you talk that much?" And I was like, "That's a good point." And she was joking around, of course, but like, it's a good point though. Like, what makes me think that people want to hear my voice so much? And I mean, it's not really like a thing where I'm like, I think people want to hear me talk about what I know. It's just more of I feel like growing up as an only child, I've kind of grown accustomed to talking to myself. I know it sounds lonely. I know it sounds lonely, as Bryce dashed me up there. I know it sounds lonely, but at the same time, it's not because it allows you to develop reason at a young age. If you think about it, right? Hear me out. Think about it. If you have to reason with yourself because you don't have siblings and your parents are working, then you're gonna learn yourself better.
Yes.
And you're gonna be able to go through like situations, problem solving on your own, because you're not always gonna be having somebody to lean on. You know what I mean? So, basically, to answer your question, which was, correct me if I'm wrong, how did I become so sociable? It's just because my parents were sociable. I was kind of forced to be sociable with myself. So then I get around other people in like preschool.
Yeah.
And I meet Grace right there. Shout out Grace Russell, as she weighs in the middle. Shout out Grace and Samaya. Samaya also has failed experiments 4:30 to 6 on Tuesdays.
Shout out the Failed Experiments radio show.
Yeah.
We have surprise guests today.
We have, all right, it's not much of a surprise anymore.
Yeah.
It's Grace and Samaya. They're going to be talking with us at a later segment in the show. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, so, I meet people like Grace, and I meet people I meet various people in preschool. And, immediately it just clicks, and I'm just talking with everybody.
Right.
And everything's all cool. So, they want to be, are they trying to...
Okay, so as Bryce gets distracted by our guests coming in through the door and trying to get a sneak peek of the podcast, even though they can listen from outside. For me, I grew up kind of having to also do the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing wrong with talking to yourself
At all.
You experience so much just so much comfortability with just learning about yourself.
Let him cook.
And whether talking to yourself comes in forms of talking as if you're talking to a random person, it's just you're alone,
Right.
or just like any other thing. But like you begin to learn more about yourself, and it develops into you converting that to just somebody in front of you. I feel like that is so important that we develop a mentality of we can't really care anymore
Right.
about what people are gonna think. And
Episode 1 of Bryce Babbles. Anywho, continue.
yes, sir. W promotion.
I drop all promos.
Yes. But just like for me, it was kind of like I sometimes even now I become so self-conscious about what people are thinking and what people are just talking about when I walk past, or maybe when I say something, or maybe when I'm probably too loud. Like I feel like a lot of
My fault. Continue.
I feel like a lot of the consensus now is just like people who are more quiet are people that, other people want to be around. I feel like I heard the term, the loudest in the room is the weakest. And I didn't want to be that person that's like super, super social. So I get perceived as weak, or I get perceived as annoying, or I get perceived as somebody who's maybe unapproachable. I want to be somebody that's able to have a conversation, that's able to converse with others and just have that comfortability, man. I don't want to have a mentality of I got to care what this person thinks or what that person thinks, or if I put this outfit on, I'm worried that they might call it trash or they might call it this or that. I want to do this for Bryce. I want to do this, Barnett. I want to do this for me. I want to be able to have these conversations and converse with people and connect, because I feel like it, not because I want to be approved by somebody else. So just with the whole social anxiety thing, it's still a constant progression. It's still something that I definitely need to work on. But I feel like once we indulge deeper and once we delve deeper into these certain things, we discover so many aspects of just not really caring anymore and just not really being so self-conscious anymore. And I encourage anybody who's listening to this radio show to do that and to, just to apply that, implement that in their daily lives. Whew.
Barnett just cooked.
Thank you.
Absolutely stirred the pot.
Oh, man.
That was a great soliloquy right there. So, yeah, but be social. Socializing is good.
And don't care about whether you think you're loud or not. Just learn social cues, but also be yourself.
Right. I mean, also, obviously read the room.
Yeah, read the room.
At the same time, because you can't hear if you're talking.
Yeah.
Like, you can't listen if you're talking. So, because listen and silent have the same letters in them. But I learned that in middle school. But anywho.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho. But yeah, so.
Yeah, be yourself, man. Oh my gosh. Learn just.
That's what my shirt said yesterday. Be yourself.
Ooh, that's amazing. That's amazing, man. Your shirts have amazing messages on them.
I appreciate it. By the way. I appreciate it.
Just learn how to conversate with people and just be comfortable in your own identity, man. I feel like sometimes we all struggle, and I can relate to a lot of people. We all struggle with just, not really feeling as confident as we should. Not being as social as we should. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we should stop that, man. We should stop that mentality of if I be quiet or if I don't talk, maybe I'll look cooler, or maybe if I sit in this corner of the room or if I stay quiet for this amount of minutes, maybe I'll look cool. No, man. Be yourself, converse, be social. And even if you are somebody who doesn't really talk all that much, do that. But don't put on no facade, man. Don't try to front about anything. If you have to change yourself, you have to get out that situation, because you can't if you're not around the right people if you can't be yourself around them. Facts. Oh my gosh, we are, man. we're getting better every day. Dropping gems. Yeah, man. If you're just naturally chill and if you're just naturally out the way, cool. Be that. If you're naturally social, if you're naturally confident, if you're naturally hype, energetic, want to be the spotlight, cool. Be that. But don't put on a facade. Be organic, man. Be organic. Be original. Be you. We just cook with that. Best topic of the day. We'll get to that. With our next topic, we might cook even more. Hey. But, we're not going to give you a preview. We're just going to move on to music. We're back. WHFH 88.5 FM. Okay. Lost more. 708-798-9434 is a call-in number. Call the number. If you want to call in to drop your knowledge on our topic here. For this topic, if you want to call in and give your 2 cents on if you think a high school relationship is worth it, yeah, call the number, man. And we will answer your questions. No inappropriate stuff. No swearing. No nothing. Okay? All right, Bryce, take it away. All right. So, two wonderful guests here. First, we got Grace Russell here. Hi. My friend for 13 years on the radio show. Star soccer player, by the way. Oh, Grace, yeah. Grace, tell the listeners what you do.
In what scenario?
In your life.
In my life.
What do you do? Just extracurriculars.
Oh, yeah. I play soccer. We're all on the newspaper. That's kind of why I'm here. Also,
Oh, one thing to mention. Yeah, everybody here is on the Voyager team.
Read the Voyager.
Pick up the Voyager.
This is a 4-in-1 deal, man. This is extra promotion.
We got 2 editors here.
Follow the Voyager, man. Come on.
2 editors, 2 staff writers. Come on now.
Yes.
Yeah. I run our social media and our opinion page.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And over here on mic 4, we got Samaya.
Yeah.
Samaya has her own radio show. Tell them about the radio show, Samaya.
I have a radio show called Failed Experiments on Tuesdays, 4:30 to 6.
It's an amazing
It's
radio
a great show.
It's a great show.
Oh,
you
my
should
goodness.
tune in.
Yep.
just better, just a little bit better than this show.
Okay.
So
Okay,
yeah.
she's
I knew she was gonna come over here and start bragging, but it's like, come on, man.
Because, like, on the low, somebody kind of hates Barnett. And, you know,
Yeah. That's
Oh,
true.
is it
Because
on the
he
low?
said one thing
this
about
is
me.
just
one
this is
thing-
just a little
Barnett,
inside
can I talk?
detail.
Can I talk? Can I
Okay,
talk?
go ahead.
One thing about me, I love Garfield. And the other day, he said Garfield was overrated, so now we're ops forever.
So
Yeah, smooth brain over here likes
so
to talk a lot.
so for anybody that isn't familiar with, I guess, our dynamic,
At all.
basically, Samaya has an issue with me because I find Garfield to be
She
overrated.
just said that, Bryce.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think me personally, Garfield isn't just the show for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it's.
Okay,
I
so
don't think
how
it's
does that make
as-
him overrated?
I think it's overrated. I don't think it's as
How?
good as you make it seem.
Does
To the average-
Samaya's own opinion count as overrated? Because Samaya's opinion isn't the consensus opinion.
This is true.
I mean, I have an opinion as well. You know, like we have our own different opinions, and I feel
what
like
if
she
your
should.
opinion is wrong.
How could it? You know what? You know what?
Guys, we're not rehashing this on here. That's not our
Okay,
topic
okay.
for today.
Yeah, let's not do
Miss
that.
K said I need less beef and more broccoli.
Yeah,
Oh,
less
yeah.
beef, more broccoli.
Or
Great
beef
phrase.
and broccoli.
Great phrase.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Less
not beef
beef,
and
more
broccoli?
broccoli.
So
Well,
why
I mean,
are we
I
here?
have only broccoli.
Bryce has never had broccoli in his life.
I've talking about
Which
me or
one?
him.
Barnett.
You got to start calling us by our last names. Like
Oh, so now you're cool with it.
that's because we're on the show.
Okay.
When we're in the
So,
when we're
just
in the
to-
office,
just,
man.
Hey, just to familiarize, okay?
I'll call
His
you.
last name's Barnett. My last name's Christian.
We're not gonna go.
I
through this.
said
we're not
that
gonna.
we could go by last names in the Voyager during our class time, 6th period, okay? And then he's like, "No, I want to be called by Bryce, Bryce B, Bryce C." Okay?
I feel like it would.
No.
I feel like it would be better for us to have our initials, our last name
BC.
I mean,
initials.
The thing is,
and you will refer
between-
to us by that name. Our journalism teacher can refer to us by either me, as in Bryce B, and you, as in Bryce C.
I mean,
That's-
I feel like it's been pretty easy to just say Bryce and then be like that one.
why would you
Yeah,
have
I
to
don't think
know?
it's had that much.
No,
of
that
an
was
issue.
not easy at all.
What are you
Because both of
talking
us
about?
look at whoever's calling
Yeah,
us.
exactly. And then we say that one or
So
that
it wastes
one.
time for one of us.
But it's been so many situations. We're getting off topic, okay?
Yeah, this is not. Why
Okay,
do you
guys,
have
let me
and
talk about
Samaya?
myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, guys, I'm the head of PR for the HF Auto Club, and you should buy from us. We do sales like every Tuesday.
What do you guys sell?
Snacks and drinks.
Do you guys sell hot Cheetos,
Yeah, we do.
Takis?
Not currently.
I'm not buying from you.
Do you guys sell M&Ms?
they sell
No.
Airhead Extremes.
Yeah, I'm not
We
buying
do.
either.
I know.
That's
y'all
like our
sell it.
highest seller.
Yeah, we know.
What's your highest sell?
No, because I
Airhead
see people
Extremes.
walking out of door 12.
Airhead Extreme.
Airheads.
Airheads, yeah.
Like the rainbow
Interesting.
strip.
Like you,
Yeah.
you're an airhead.
wow.
See, and this is
Kinda
this is like this is
Let
like
her
this
talk
is
about
yeah.
herself though.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do the Voyager, and I'm in Mathletes, and we just had our first competition yesterday. And
You're a mathlete?
Everett Van Til
Guys, what?
went into a group senior competition by himself in the last 10 minutes, and he won.
That's so insane.
Everybody clap it. What was his name?
Like, Everett does
Everett
cook.
Van Til.
Everett Van Til. Congratulations to Everett Van Til for
Yeah,
clutching it up.
shout out.
Last
Oh, for
10
sure.
minutes, amazing mathlete from
HF.
Samaya's perspective. Okay.
From everyone's perspective.
From everyone's perspective, dude.
See, that's the thing. I'm not familiar with him, but
No, he's
from,
like insane.
from what I heard, bro sounds spectacular.
Oh,
All right.
Tough.
Our last topic for today. Our high
We
school
only have
relation.
30 minutes.
Yes. We're going to get through it.
No, that's bad. We want to have more time
I know.
It's okay, you guys can bring us back.
yeah.
We can continue this.
if we need to.
Yeah.
So
We'll see
what's
if
our
we
last
hash it in
topic for
30
the day?
Our last topic for the day is our high school relationships worth it. Here are the status of everybody in here. Bryce C.
Yes.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like do we need a
100%.
different?
Well, no, I mean like 100%. But then, what does Samaya think?
What? What am I? Wait. Oh, what is my opinion?
No, like we're doing like little droplets of opinions that we're gonna elaborate in a second.
Okay. Yes.
Grace
Oh, 100%. They're worth it.
and Bryce is
Let me talk. Let me say my opinion.
Bryce is.
I'm 70%. Wait, I'm maybe. I'm a maybe.
He don't got a percentage at this point.
I don't have a percentage.
70%
He's
maybe?
confused himself.
I'm a maybe. I'm sorry, man. I'm a maybe. But look, listen. The just short
We're all
reason
listening.
why I'm a maybe. I looked it up. I looked up the statistics for high school sweethearts converting into marriage. It was only 2%. Can you guys really argue with that?
You said it was 20. It was 25.
No, it was
There's
2%.
no way it's 25.
Thank
but,
you. There was
I
no
mean-
way it was 25.
It literally said that when you looked it up.
I can look it up
Look
right
it up
now.
again.
Okay.
But honestly, like, just because not all high school relationships end up in marriage, does that mean that they're not worth it?
Nuh-uh.
Because I feel like you learn about
Yeah.
yourself while you're in a relationship. And, like, if I had dated my boyfriend freshman year, I feel like I would have been a worse girlfriend than I am now.
And you know how they're always like, it's always easier to learn stuff when you're like developing, like when you're little. Like it's better to teach kids younger like new languages and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be better to have like your first relationships while you're developing and in high school, so then you like take the lessons you learned from them?
So, okay, why do you think those first relationships are like just lessons? Like, you don't think they could be?
No, I think they could be, but I think with your standpoint that like they aren't worth it because only 2% of them
I
go
said
into
maybe.
marriage or whatever.
I said maybe,
Okay,
somebody.
that maybe they aren't worth it because 2% is going to marriage. Even like the other 98% or whatever, they're still learning from those relationships. So I
Right.
think they're still worth it.
Bryce, what do you think?
So me personally, I have my very small share, but fair share of experiences, as Grace very well knows.
Oh, yes. I am
She's in on
the
all the tea.
international baccalaureate therapist over here, and more specifically, Bryce Christian's therapist.
Yeah. So basically, in conclusion, we should definitely have relationships because relationships teach mental strength. That's for sure.
You practice in the game.
You practice and you're wild.
Okay.
You're wild.
We have
Okay.
used that for different scenarios
So
before,
You're
but
so wild, Grace.
I mean, no, to be fair, it works in this situation because I mean, I feel like even the relationships that last from when you were high school sweethearts always have their ups and downs because like you guys have known each other for so long and you're changing all the time.
Right. And that's why I was kind of like maybe. I feel like a lot of high schoolers today are scared of change. They're scared of just something kind of going wrong. They're scared of somebody feeling a certain type of way. And I would say the average high schooler can't really deal with that. So they kind of bail. They kind of avoid the situation and they ignore it to the point where it's like there's no repairing the relationship and then it doesn't work out. That's why I feel the way I feel. I mean, like, it's just I've had my fair share of relationships as well. And I feel like the issue is not enough communication. And it's just not enough communication and then just really not having enough secureness in the relationship. That's just how I feel. I mean, from what I'm getting from what you guys are saying, it's about lessons, life lessons, developing. But what I'm saying is, I feel like I would want a high school relationship to really, really work from freshman to senior year, off to college, and then even later into adulthood. I don't want it to be like, dang, I'm looking at this relationship as a lesson. Like, that it's going to be something that's not going to work out, and then I got to look at it as a life lesson and then move on to the next thing. I want to look at it as like something that I am confident enough that I can establish this as something that's going to be long lasting. So, that's just why I'm in the maybe section,
So like, let me just say this, right? First of all, we got an email from Miss Kucharski.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh,
cute.
what did she say?
Less
She
beef-
said-
"Hey, from Miss Kucharski, less beef and more broccoli. I stopped listening when you started talking about relationships. Good job."
Why?
job.
Why did she
You don't
stop
wanna hear about our
listening?
relationships?
She's so
Shout
cute.
out Miss
that-
Kucharski. That's our
Shout out Miss K,
Voyager-
I love you.
That's our Voyager sponsor. Shout out Miss K. And yeah, but back to what we were saying, right? Relationships they're very complicated, but maturity is definitely a problem. I agree with you on that. Because from experience, maturity,
yeah.
Bryce is smiling at Grace while he says this.
because she
So
knows.
something
No,
going on.
yeah,
She
no,
knows.
because I know the context in which he's speaking, and I agree with both of you. I do think that, like, but I mean, I think that you need to acknowledge that you guys are both growing, And like, I feel like the reason that Samaya and I convinced these two to let us on their podcast is because we are currently in relationships, as opposed to these two single men right
All
here.
right.
No. But what I'm saying is that like, I think that you need to be able to acknowledge the fact that you're growing and that you're still a kid, and like me and my boyfriend, we grow together, and that we're learning together, and like we do make mistakes.
Yes.
And all of the time. I mean, I make mistakes all the time.
And
I just think that like that's like life.
Right, but at the same time, you know, some of those mistakes could be avoided with better maturity levels. Right?
I think Bryce is speaking on his own experience.
I don't think
I 100% am.
I feel like a relationship comes with mistakes. I feel like what people are scared of, especially around our age group, is mistakes. They kind of expect something to be perfect initially. But when they find out that this person has a different perspective for what they have about a relationship, or they have their own flaws that they're dealing with, they get very, very scared. And they're kind of like, I do not want to carry this person's burdens. And it's sort of, it turns from an infatuation to something that you really have to deal with. Like, if I'm in a relationship, I'm already embedding into my brain, this person has their own flaws. This person has their own burdens, their own oh my gosh. Their own emotional burdens that they are dealing with. And I have to be able to communicate my emotional burdens with that person. We have to grow together. That's why I didn't want it. That's why I don't want relationships to be, especially high school relationships, to be something that's like, okay, I'm going to grow after I break up with this person. Why can't we grow together?
Because some people want to, because some people don't
Some
believe
people
in
want
the
to
long
hit it and
term.
quit it.
You can't say. Can you say?
Sorry.
What happened?
I'm sorry. This
Nothing
is my
happened.
first time on this radio
But
show.
like, you know, some people don't like to grow. Like with people, they want to just grow on their own. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like sometimes people are like, I'm not mature enough. I'm self-sabotaging all the time, and I I need to distance from you so then I can improve myself, so then I can be ready for
Right.
the relationship.
I think that
But
you're speaking on your very personal
Okay,
relationship.
but he's
That's
still,
like the
it's
second
still
time she
relevant.
said
like
that.
what's
It's
going
still
on
relevant,
right
though.
now, because I see you staring at me and I see
Hold on,
something that I
guys.
acknowledge.
I just got a text from my brother. He said he couldn't hear the podcast.
Oh,
What?
Something going on?
Is something going on?
here, wait.
Uh-oh.
Are we good?
I think we're good.
We
I think
might
we're
be. We
good.
should
I
be
mean,
good.
if we're on
Here.
air.
Yeah.
I will go check. I'm grabbing my phone.
All right. So
Okay.
as Grace leaves to go check up on the mic audio.
I mean,
Okay. Did you wanna
Angel
go?
just said that you're cooking, so I think that we're
Yeah,
good.
it might just be on
Yeah.
your brother, man.
Yeah.
I think we're
Okay.
good.
Okay, let me
'Cause we're on
make
air.
my stance clear. I have faith in high school relationships. I have faith in I have faith in that. Don't get me wrong. Even though I've been through I've been through some mistakes in my high school, I guess, tenure, and I haven't had the relationship that I might have wanted or I might have, imagined. I do believe that there's still hope. Even when I looked at that statistic and it said 2%, that's still somebody.
Yeah.
That's somebody, right? And I have to account for those people. Those people manage to make it work. Those people manage to communicate effectively and to really forgive each other, even though they had different outlooks on a relationship, even though they had different things going on in their lives, and they managed to really power through. And I think that's what we need. I definitely think that's what we need. I hope somebody's listening. Oh my gosh, I hope somebody's listening. Okay. I think that's what we need right now, man. We don't need just a
Take your time.
we don't need infatuation. We don't need eagerness for perfection. We need progression. We need a relationship where we can acknowledge that we are imperfect. We're going to make mistakes. we
Cook.
want to acknowledge that we can move past these mistakes and we could grow as a duo. We could grow as somebody who actually cares for each other. And that's why I think that I'm in the maybe section, because sometimes when I hear about these relationships from some of my friends, they sort of tell me similar things.
I just want to point out that Barnett just pointed straight at Bryce Christian.
I'm sorry.
No, I think you're right though. Like
he's right, but
I
he's
agree
wild.
with you because but I also think that like, what if that's what you both want? What if you
both
don't
want
want this to be long term? Because there are some
Yeah.
people that agree that like, no, I'm looking for a short term relationship. I know some like two of my
That's
friends that
very
are
true.
dating and they aren't exactly like, oh yeah, we're gonna get married.
hear
I
you.
think that
hear
that's
you.
okay. And I think that if that's what you want, then that's okay. I don't think that you should be playing people.
Okay.
I don't think that you
so-
should be leading people on, but like, I think that that's okay.
I definitely understand, because I could definitely see how, like, when somebody wants to be in a long-term relationship, it does sound kind of scary, because that's like what, 5-10 years. Like,
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
a-
rest of your life.
That is the rest of your life.
what?
Well,
I mean, if you're
5-10
not
years.
long term,
Doesn't
but
have to
like,
But no, but that's a really long time.
No,
though.
I mean, if
You-
you're looking for marriage, you're hoping that it's for the rest of your life. Right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
So that's what
Um,
we were saying.
I feel like, I just think it's kind of like, I don't know, in my eyes, I feel like it's kind of bogus if you're looking for a short-term relationship, because you're basically saying to that person, "Hey,
I'm only here for now."
I'm only here for a good time. I'm only here for a good time, not a long time. Like, I'm gonna date you for this certain time period, and then you know, and I know, we both know that we're gonna break up around this time. So don't get too comfortable. Don't get too all lovey-dovey, because it's gonna end at one point.
but like, what if that's what they both agree on? And
Yeah.
what if that's both what they both want?
So, Maya, are you in favor of these short terms?
Of short-term relationships,
Right,
I
like,
think
just
it's
like
not
having the
for
goal
me.
for it, though.
But I think if both of them are agreeing that that's what they want, that's what they want.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if they both agree, then that's on them.
Right.
I feel like,
yeah.
for me, that's why I love having different opinions, because I definitely feel like, for me, it's a long-term thing. I want to grow with you. I don't want to have to be like, dang, I wish I could have did this with that person, but now I got to do this with another person. How many people I'm going to do it with?
Right.
How many people I'm gonna try to? How many people am I gonna try to progress with? Why can't I just do it with one person? But that takes a lot of patience, and that takes a lot of communication, and I think we lack that a lot.
No, I think that's valid. And I think that before I dated, I've had 3 boyfriends. I think before I dated Angel, who I'm dating now, obviously.
Shout out Angel.
Yeah, shout out Angel.
Salute.
Angel is an angel.
I mean, I feel like before that, I was very like, I don't believe in, like, every time I would hear somebody be like, oh, I'm gonna marry my boyfriend, I would be so like pessimistic about it. And I would be like, there's no way that you can beat that statistic. But I think now, like, my boyfriend's my best friend. And like, I think that like, but again, before that, neither one of my exes or I were like, we're gonna be together forever. And we were okay with that because we acknowledge the fact that we're kids and that's okay to try to grow together, but also not being delusional.
Right. So I kind of want to point back to your current relationship now. Does that give you more faith in high school relationships lasting?
Oh, I think in certain situations, I think that like, I think Samaya and I are very lucky. I think
Yeah.
that we both took our time in like finding somebody. Like, I've known Angel for 3 years now, and I think we
Long game.
yeah, I played the long game, okay? And we got put on a double date our freshman year. And at that time, I don't think either one of us were ready. Even though, like, I don't know how he felt. I kind of was down, but I was like, but I don't know. I think that it's okay that, like, we waited and we went through the things that we did before we were able to get together. And I think the things that I experienced through my freshman and sophomore year and the things that he experienced through his freshman and sophomore year helped us grow as people. And we became best friends because of the things that we went through, because we leaned on each other.
And
Yeah.
that's what I was referring to, like having patience with one another and growing with each other, effective communication. I don't think you should really look for that in just like other options or just like other like talking stages or whatever. I feel like if you choose, for me, I would choose one person and one person only. I feel like that's me. Some people have other options where they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have like these, little talking stages. If this one doesn't work out, I'm gonna move on to this one. I'm gonna see which one is
Roster.
which one is which one is working for me. But I do like to really have that effective communication with this one person and really try to work it out. And if it doesn't work out, then that's when I could do this self-reflection where I just evaluate the whole thing that we had and see if I'm ready to move on. But I feel like that's much different from talking stages or like having a roster or having other options at the same time. Yeah, like for your relationship, Grace, I feel like you grew with this person. You've known them for 3 years. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like just having patience and growing with somebody. That's something that I feel like we all should do.
But I think that that's what I wanted, and I think that there are some people that don't really care to wait.
And if they don't want it, they should communicate that before.
Yeah,
they begin.
Exactly.
100%. But like, I feel like if that's what, like, there was a point in my life when I was in like middle school and stuff where I just didn't care. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna date this person and marry them. Like, what are you talking about? I am 13 or I'm 14 or whatever. But I think because when it came to my relationship now, I wasn't looking for somebody specifically. I just kind of like, we just became close, and then what happened happened.
And sometimes I definitely do understand a lot of people's perspectives on short-term relationships. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm young. I don't really want to be kind of tied down to one person already and having to go through that for my entire lifetime. And some people are kind of like, I want to grow old with this person because they really do find something in them. So I feel like there's a whole new just area of perspectives towards relationships. And I feel like it's important to communicate that, especially when you are talking to somebody. It's really important to communicate what you are looking for. If
Getting a call?
Oh, we're getting a call and it's not.
We're getting a call.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't.
I
it
wonder
wasn't-
who.
I wonder who too.
We're getting a call.
Bryce and I
This is our first call. Hey, y'all remember this? This is our first call-in
I
of.
don't know if it's even working because it
You know how to
wasn't
do it?
ringing. I just did it.
Okay.
It wasn't
You
ringing
have to-
though.
Hello?
Angel?
Hi, Angel. Talk about how you're growing.
Can we hear him?
No, we can't hear him.
We can't hear him.
Did you pick up the phone?
Yeah, I picked up the phone.
And you pressed the little button?
Did you press the button?
Which one?
Did you move up?
We're having
the
some technical
thing?
Yeah, I
difficulties.
moved up the thing.
We have some technical difficulties right now.
Oh my gosh.
Guys.
Smile, why don't you go over there and help
Angel.
me
Yeah,
out?
you should
I
come
don't
over.
know what I'm doing.
Angel, if you could hear us, we're trying to help. We're trying to answer your
We're trying to
call.
do this.
I don't know.
While they're working, Barnett and I can, we'll yap.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely different perspectives on how to communicate with other people. I definitely think that if somebody is looking for a short-term relationship and they interact with somebody that's looking for a long-term relationship and they don't communicate that, that could turn into a lot of just emotional corruption. By the way, we're checking to see if we can get this call
Yeah.
in, man. We're trying not to let this go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hello? Wait, how do I pick up?
Wait, put it back down. Put it back down, and then I'll tell him to call again.
Okay, so for the last, I guess, few minutes of this radio show, we're gonna talk to Angel, Grace's boyfriend,
Oh yeah.
to get his
I mean,
perspective.
honestly, here, this.
Angel.
This is so confusing, man.
Hey, Angel.
Hello?
Look,
Oh.
Yeah.
oh,
What's going on, Angel? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
It's so
First
nice
off,
to
I just
talk
wanna
to you,
say,
man. Oh my
Barnett,
gosh.
you've been cooking up.
Thank you, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. We've all been cooking. We've all been having our own perspectives on this, man.
I missed the podcast so far. I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Compliment you on that.
Hey, Angel, what's your opinion on what's your opinion on all of this, Angel?
I think a lot of things I've heard are pretty true. about growing with your partner. Like me personally, when I met Grace,
Oh.
like we met in 8th grade. I didn't really see nothing there. Freshman year, we had the same as
Wait.
Okay, I was really ugly in middle school.
He said, I
Eighth
ain't
grade.
seen nothing there.
8th grade, I was so antisocial. I didn't want to talk to no one, bro. I had like no idea of dating on my mind at all, right?
Right.
Like going back to the social anxiety topic, I'm very socially anxious, right?
Mm.
But then freshman year, I connected with Grace,
I
went on
forced
that
him to
double
be my
date.
friend.
I was like, she would be cool to date.
It always starts
But
out as nippy.
again, we were not ready. Grace was ready. And then time passes on, sophomore year, I get in my first relationship. Things happen. Doesn't go so well. And then that's when I for real connect with Grace. Like she was there for me in that time of need. And like we just randomly connected. Like we became close. We were best friends. And then
Girl Bessie was on standby, stole the
Oh
prize.
yeah, I 100% conform with the stereotype. I tried really hard not to, but it didn't.
no, but like
And the funniest thing is, y'all were acting like you didn't like each other for like 2 years.
Why?
Because I didn't think that he liked me. I
I
had
didn't think she liked me. Things
Yeah.
happened.
That's another
We're
problem
here
too.
now.
That is a big problem because we had no idea. Should we tell the story of how this
Go
all went
ahead.
down? So what had happened is this was my best friend, right? And we were hanging out at his house one day, one-on-one, like we did a lot. And
Did it a couple times.
a couple times. And we ended up in a predicament. And we were just like getting closer and closer and closer, and then we kissed.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly how
it was
it
over a period of time. Because like
Yeah.
in those hangouts, one-on-ones, we would gradually get closer and closer.
yeah.
You know.
It went from like
the
opposite
car
sides of the
hangout.
room.
Like the car hangout.
Yeah, no, it went from no, not even like that. It went from opposite sides of the room to like holding hands to like
And it was really
kissing.
quick too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the car hangout was more different because of what you guys did. What?
The cart
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. I took that in an entirely different way.
Yeah.
I know.
think we
That's
all
why
did.
I was.
No,
that's
carts,
yeah.
carts.
Cart. Yeah. Like no, that was actually after we kissed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. My
No,
fault.
but like basically, yeah, we just gradually got closer, and yeah, that's what happened.
So
See, but I feel the reason we connected so much was because we waited.
thank you, Angel.
Okay, but they're still in high school.
Yeah.
But you still grow over time, and
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
you
but
know
like-
people.
See,
for-
in our early stages, like we weren't extremely experienced, right? I started to see like in the early stages of us dating, first couple weeks, but we both had our minds set on certain standpoints, like certain views that we were just raised with, and we were not willing to change. We were both stubborn. We were not willing to change.
Mm.
But like after we communicated and talked about our views and beliefs, then we started to like come to a middle ground, and communication is like key in a relationship. I know Grace didn't think that, but I convinced
Wow.
her.
You didn't think that,
So
Grace?
It wasn't that I don't think that. I am very uncomfortable with communicating my feelings,
Mm.
and
Somebody needs to learn that. My fault. My fault.
Bryce-
Yo, Bryce. Okay, look, man. These little sneak disses. You gotta stop.
Do
No,
I
I mean,
Sweet.
no, here's the thing. I'm very uncomfortable with communication and communicating my feelings. I talk a lot, but if you notice, I don't talk about my feelings a lot. And so
Yeah.
I was just uncomfortable with that, but also I think that he's right. I think we were raised with different standpoints, and like I was raised by a single mom, and she taught me like don't rely on no man, blah 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 blah, provide for yourself. And he was
See, and to
raised
this
like
day, I still have not changed her mind. Like she's just
that's
set
not
on it.
changed my. I've not changed my mind, but I've
She don't let me
become
buy her
better.
nothing, open the door, none of that.
I've been slowly becoming better, but also like it was slow. It still is
Yeah,
slow.
it's slow, but we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. But
Yeah.
he was
Like,
also
see, we're
raised
growing
like
together.
treat
We're
your girl
growing.
like a princess.
Mm.
Mhm.
And so I think that's like one of the things that we majorly different on. But like that was something he valued versus something I valued.
Right.
And we were able to go together. But I also think like I think I would change the question to should underclassmen be dating?
Should underclassmen be dating?
I don't know.
That's a really good question.
We have
because-
ourselves a plot twist.
No, right, but like I'm gonna just sum it up here. Like these underclassmen, man, they gotta lock in.
wait.
They don't got the
Wait,
maturity.
Grace.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
why do you think?
Okay,
we should,
listen.
No. You gotta hear.
hold on. Everybody, hold on. Grace. Okay.
Grace knows my experience with this.
Yeah.
Why do you
Um,
think we should switch the subject to underclassmen?
Because I think that's where the problem lies. I think once you hit
With
like your
upperclassmen,
end of
you gain more
sophomore,
maturity and you're like more
Exactly.
willing to grow.
Exactly.
My bad.
I think once you're a freshman, I haven't known a single person. Actually, Smile, you started dating freshman year.
I started dating the summer before
Yeah,
sophomore
so I
year.
think that counts as like sophomore. I think sophomore is okay. I think freshman year, you're not lasting out. It's just
I think it depends on just.
Sophomore
it-
can't
I
be
think
freshman.
It depends on what like how you think.
I think I'm
regardless
talking
of age.
majority. I'm talking generally speaking, freshmen and sophomores are too immature to be considering a like relationship. I also think, but the thing is, I think what plays into your relationship, Samaya, is the fact that like your boyfriend is older than you, is like a year older than you, and so I think it's somewhat balanced out just because he was already. Like you were a sophomore and he was older than you, so like it like balanced out because you both had that like you were an underclassman but he was an upperclassman, so like
Yeah.
So like would it be like a 1 year younger, 1 year older, or same age relationship?
I just don't think freshmen should be dating.
Okay.
That's
okay.
fair.
Yeah, that's
I-
fair.
but I
I'm
think that
gonna speak from my experience real quick.
Angel.
Y'all know
we
the
gotta
story,
wrap
right?
this
Angel,
up.
Angel.
Wrap it up, Angel.
All right, Angel. Unfortunately, we have to wrap this up. We do appreciate.
Oh.
Yeah,
We
man.
could try it. We could
7:30
try it
cutoff.
again. We could
But
try
we
it
definitely-
You
again.
still want to go out after this though?
Yeah.
we definitely do appreciate you for calling in and really just telling us your personal story and your relationship with Grace. There are a lot of opinions getting thrown around, a lot of different perspectives, and I'm so glad to have you guys on this podcast, man. I really do
Well, I
appreciate
think
it.
that we should come back
This was a
next
great
week.
show, guys. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Okay, bye, Angel.
Bye, babe.
Adios.
Adios. All right, so to wrap up this episode, next Thursday we are going to be continuing this conversation.
Oh, so we're back next Thursday.
Yay! Guaranteed to be continuing this conversation. Me and Bryce will come up with some new topics to talk about for our podtastic recap. An amazing homecoming, 2024, 9.5 out of 10 for me. I don't know about Bryce.
It's up there.
Oh, phone ringing.
Oh, the phone. Keep going.
All right. Our second topic. Unfortunately, Derrick Rose has retired after a 16-season career. Oh my gosh,
We'll miss him.
Chicago Bulls legend. We will miss him so very much.
We will.
Amazing career. Thank you, Derrick. And then we talked about social anxiety, our personal experiences, and then we had our two amazing guests on the podcast,
Yay,
Grace Russell and Samaya Ryan. Okay, thank you for watching or listening. Sorry, thank you for listening to Two Bees in a Pod cast, and we will see you next Thursday.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Next Thursday, 6 to 7:30, WHFH 88.5 Flossmoor.
Make sure to call the number.
Yeah, that too.
Not now though.
No, not now.
Yeah.
Definitely not now.
Hey, next up we got Yesterday by the Beatles. Have a good night, everybody.
The middle.
Have a great
The
night.
Beatles. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night.